happening, guys? So we're here for call it a match preview. Yeah, got Leeds United away from home. Let me just I even put my ring light on. Hold on a minute. Just put my ring light on. All that time in the intro, I never put his ring light on. So we've got Leeds United away from home in the league, in the Premier League, and yeah, I don't think we're going to win this game, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think we are beating Leeds United tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. Some of you might look at this and you might be thinking, I mean, you man might think I'm going too far.
Hey, you ain't going too goddamn far now.
But like I said, it's patterns.
I beg your pardon?
Patterns is what it is. Yeah. This pattern, I've seen this before. Yeah. PTSD is a real thing. Yeah. PTSD is a real thing. And when I look at the previous three fixtures, the way we've been playing,
you don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
And it's been like this since way back. Yeah. We've got Leeds United. A hostile ground. Yeah. Yeah, Leeds haven't beaten us for time now. It's been a long time since Leeds United last beaten us. Yeah. But let's not kid ourselves. Let's not, some people, there might be some fans, usually toxic positive ones, that might be like, oh, we'll beat Leeds, mate. It's not it, mate. We'll beat Leeds. You know what I mean? Based on what? We will beat Leeds based on what? What? Because we scored two bit goals in the Champions League. We also conceded two bit goals in the Champions League. Let's not do that now. You know what I mean? Because I know what our fan base is like. I know what this fan base is like. Yeah. We can. It's very easy to take the positives and say, oh well, the way we played in the Champions League. Oh, he's doing there. I've got one of the Bundesliga games on. It's very easy to say, oh, Gyökeres scored, mate, and Kai Havertz was killing it in number 10 and all this stuff. But we all know what happens when the league comes back round. It's back to horrible football. We've got Odegaard that's going to be starting back in this team again. Yeah, this guy, it's just going to be a case. He's just going to keep being there. Honestly, with Odegaard, and I don't want to have to say this because I don't wish harm on anybody. Yeah, I'm not one to wish harm, but it's one of those things. If it came out that Odegaard picked up too bit of an injury and he might be out for a couple of months or something like that, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't have cracked a little bit of a smile on my face of excitement that we might actually go on and do something this season.
Hey, you ain't going too goddamn far now.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how much I don't want him to play. That's how much I don't want him to start games. Yeah. And we at the start of the season, Odegaard, he started off all right. He was playing all right in games, and then he was getting injured in the home games. You know what I mean? And it looks like that maybe Odegaard's on it this season. Then we saw the best football that we've seen from us this season in games when Eze was playing in. And then after October, Odegaard finally comes back into this team. And yeah, it just went to deteriorating football and, depressive, negative football where we're relying on one half, to actually look good in the game. It's an absolute shambles. It's an absolute shambles. Big up to all you in the chat. We're live. Big up YG. Big up to Godfrey in the building. Big up to Mane. Big up YG. I said in a couple of streams yesterday that if Arteta has any sense, he will start Norgard against Leeds. Their 5-man midfield will overpower us. Norgard, a.k.a. the best number 6 that we have. You know what I mean? The best number 6 we have. I'm going to get into the starting 11 in a second. But yeah, Norgard easily should be starting this game. Yeah. we're overplaying Rice. We know that. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before, you know, the unfortunate. Yeah, we know how it is. I don't want to see Zubamendi in the 6 again. But you know what? We're going to see Zubamendi in the 6. You reckon we won't beat Leeds United? No, what? I think. In fact, let's get into it right now. Let's talk about this. Let's get right into this game. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So I think we're going to draw 2-2 in this game, and we're going to come from 2-0 down. One of the goals we'll concede will be from a corner. Leeds, second most corners in Europe, scored from. Arsenal first. We're conceding from a corner tomorrow. Yeah. I believe that the second half is going to be us literally fighting to get a draw. And then we'll score about between 84. We'll get the equalizer between 84 minutes and you know, after 84 minutes. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it's going to be one of them games where we'll go 2-0 down, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? Rival fans will be out here. Oh, Arsenal 2-0 down there. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of them. We're going to be scrapping. Yeah. 1-1 is lost for us. Yeah. If we don't win this game, we've lost. If we've drawn, we've lost. But you know what the toxic positives say? Well, at least that we gained a point, mate. Aston Villa might lose to Brentford and Spurs might beat City, mate. Yeah, you keep telling yourselves that shit like that might play out should we not win this game tomorrow. You keep telling yourselves that. Smash the likes, people. Spitting all over the place. Big up to more Arsenal as well. Big up to Gaza. Big up to Red Bull Vodka. Bro, we conceded 2 goals to Kairat. Fuck. And Liverpool battered a better team 6-0. Our defense is very shaky. Yeah, it's we had that October that we had. In typical fashion, the top gooners were out here like, oh, we win the league now. You know what I mean? And what was I saying? I was saying if we keep this up, we can win the league. If we keep this up. That's why I kept saying if we keep this up. Because I knew we wouldn't. I knew if as soon as we don't keep it up, that's it. You know what I mean? I honestly, I personally think this is another season of failure. Chelsea will beat us in a cup to go to the final. Yeah. We'll get past Wigan, but then we'll face one of the bigger sides in the Premier League and get kicked out. We ain't winning the league. You know what I mean? And the Champions League, you know what I mean? They'll get fooled by what we did in the league stage. You know what I mean? They'll get fooled by that, I'm telling you. Teams open up in the Champions League. We've been struggling in the last games in the Prem. But yeah, when shit gets deep in the Champions League, trust me. You know what I mean? This is going to be different. Teams opened up last season and PSG knocked us out. You know what I mean? And we already beaten them 2-0. You know what I mean? I ain't getting fooled by this. Odegaard slows down everything. He cannot start tomorrow. But obviously he will. Teta's stepson. Well, I saw something. You know, it's a rumour that there might be some little rift between Odegaard and Arteta, and Odegaard is, you know, looking at leaving the club. I hope that's true. You know what I mean? I hope it's to a point where Odegaard is just going to freeze him out. You know, because we know what this manager does, don't we? Every back end of the season, he freezes a player out. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. Hopefully, he does it to Odegaard. Yeah, you know, you man don't understand how much I do not want to see Odegaard in this team. I don't want to see him starting games. You know what I mean? Some of us got hoodwinked. You know what I mean? And bamboozled because he was playing all right at the start of the season before he got injured, and it was like because we were playing good with his replacement Eze and everything like that. It's like, oh well, Odegaard comes back into this on form, we'll be all right, and it turns out nope. So basically, no matter what I see Odegaard do, yeah, I can't afford to get fooled by him. He could score a hat trick tomorrow and we win 3-0. Sorry, you know what I mean? Don't mean that we're going to be following it up. You know what I mean? Big up to Skooky YT. I would give Norgard a start over Zubimendi all day long, fam. All day long. All day long. I'm a bit surprised, to be honest, that you won't be going to the Elland Road too far from your neck of the woods. No. Elland Road's just like, I mean, it's down the motorway for me. I am going to the Wigan game though, in the FA Cup. I'm going there for that. The last time I've only done one away game with Arsenal, and I was sat with the home fans and that was Huddersfield Town, which is my local. Yeah, in the Unai Emery season. I went to the away game, but I sat with the home fans. I don't want to do that shit again anyway. Big up to Ken Shea. This guy is still crying after Sunday. Hold that thing. How long do you think United will be shit? We won't be shit forever. Just a matter of time, and sleeping giant wakes up. And you're afraid. You lot are more afraid than us. Look how long we haven't won the league for. We've never won the Champions League. You lot are scared of us breaking that. You know what I mean? If you lot win, oh, bloody hell, hit crossbar from there. If you lot win stuff, we're used to that. You know what I mean? We've gone a large gap without winning the league. We never won the Champions League. You man are scared. That's why you twerk. That's why you twerk for Man City. Yeah, you lot will be out here unzipping your trousers for Man City to beat us to the title. That's what you man are doing. But yeah, you man are in your purple patch. You man are Marcus Rashford in 2023 right now, going for that purple patch. That's what you man doing. You man will win. You man will win your majority of the games for the rest of the season, and that United strand will finally get a haircut. Yeah, well, I've seen this before. Then Carrick gets the contract to do it all full time. That's when we'll see. That's when we'll see what you're about. Yeah, because we saw this with Ole, and you know it. Yeah, when it was Ole at the wheel, you man were gassed. Yeah, Ten Hag came in, you were gassed. You couldn't really do it with Amorim because he never started off good, to be fair. You know what I mean? I can read you guys like a book. A new manager comes in, you beat a few teams, us maybe being in that, you'll compare all your players to ours and say, our players are better than yours. Our manager's the best thing ever. He gets a contract, he starts falling off, then you start blaming Ineos, your Norwich scarves come out. Shit. Your Norwich scarves come out, rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So, should Carrick get sacked when you lot want him out? When you lot are crying, yeah? When you lot are crying tears for Carrick to get sacked eventually, yeah? Let me find it.
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
When that happens, you'll get another manager in. He'll beat a few teams, probably Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, whoever, Tottenham. You'll beat them. New manager bounce. Our players are better than yours. Rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? Gets a contract, falls off. Norwich scarves come out. Ineos, Jim Radcliffe complaining, crying. That's you man all over. You know what I mean? We know how it is. You know what I mean? We know how it is. Leeds record at Elland Road is a good bit like Sunderland. Telling you. Got a bit of Bayern Munich fan in here. Got a Bayern fan in here. Big up to you. Watch City turn over Spurs. Spurs are going to allow it. Spurs are going to spread eagle for Man City and say, go, mate. Give it your best. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. This 10-2 or 3-1. Don't be chatting about all results now. You know what I mean? The last time we played you, you know what we did to you. You know what I mean? And we're set piece FC, but we did what we did to you. You know what I mean? I mean, let's not hype old results now from way back in the Wenger days. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. I'm still hopeful for a 2-1 win, but Leeds do have a fine home record. A draw will not be a point gained, but 2 points lost. A draw, you might as well just give all the 3 points to Leeds if we can't beat them at this point. You know what I mean? That's a good save by the keeper there. You know what I mean? Because it's I said right at the start of the season, if we don't beat Liverpool at Anfield, it's a crisis. I said that right at the start of the season, and that was only the third game in. We are running out of Man City dropping point favours. Yeah, I know. We should have pounced. But this manager, these players, you know what I mean? Certain players playing Saka's shit now. You know what I mean? It's game over for him. But his replacement in Madueke can't finish for shit. You know what I mean? We got a penalty against Portsmouth, and Madueke couldn't even get on target. He's an op. He came from Chelsea. He's an op. Yeah. But his dribbling can make something happen. He just doesn't have the finishing. But we're stuck with that because nobody else is going on that right wing. You know what I mean? I think you spelled champions wrong. Aston Villa could struggle against Brentford on Sunday with Ollie Watkins out injured. I'm not expecting Douglas Luiz or Tabby Abraham to hit the ground running on their return. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Villa will do what they do. You know what I mean? They'll do what they do. The Europa League there, you know, they'll do what they do. Did they even win the other night? Actually, the Europa League was last night, wasn't it? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, the 1-3-2. We'll see. We'll have to see. Liverpool are at home. At Liverpool, Brentford away. Aston Villa at home. Should be Norgard, Eze, Rice. Should be. You know what I mean? Should be. I don't want to see Zubimendi in this team. You know what I mean? That he's crossed the line for me. He's crossed the line, and he hasn't even done a full season yet. He's crossed the line for me. But we're going to be stuck with him. We're going to be stuck with Odegaard being in this team. We're going to be stuck with Saka doing nothing on the right hand side. We're going to be stuck with Madueke not being able to finish. We're stuck with this. You know what I mean? We ain't going to change formation, no nothing, because this manager, he only knows one way, and that's his way. And his way has never worked. Yeah? Came in, won the FA Cup with not his own team, playing 3 at the back. He does his own thing. We're going to get a Community Shield for it. You know what I mean? Ben White needs to play. Yeah, we can't be overloading Timber. Timber's played a lot of games this season. Had a lot of minutes. We can't be overloading him. Big up to Static. Hit the likes, people. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Is that actually your name, or is this a troll account? Big up fellow Yorkshire. Big up chat. See some ledges. That's it. My name Godfrey up in here. Well, big up to you. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. I don't know, but everybody's welcome anyway. I've always said that. I mean, yeah, the doctor big up every time. I don't think have I seen you in here before? That was a good chance that the keeper was lucky there. See my legend, but thank you. You live in the UK now. I thought you were still in the US. Oh, so have you moved from the US to Yorkshire? YG, I still better step up tomorrow. No excuses. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 2-2 draw. We're going to come from 2-0 down away at Leeds United, and we're going to be struggling. You know what I mean? We can't take nothing we do in the Champions League to say, oh yeah, when it comes round to the league, nah, we can't. We can't do it. Tomorrow is a must win. If we drop points, Villa and City will smell blood. Yep. Big up to David Black. Don't be so modest, Static. Legend Mortals. I'm still in the US. My folks live in North Yorkshire. Ah, cool. North Yorkshire settings. Leeds 1-0. It won't surprise me if Leeds beat us, though. Big up to Rod. It won't surprise me. He said he went to Zubi Doo. Fuck Zubi Doo now. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Don't want him anywhere near. If he plays, I don't mind him being at 8. Yeah, he'd be better at being at 8. You know what I mean? Because at this point, playing Zubimendi as a 6, you might as well play not Odegaard as a 6 at this point. Big up to twofold. Is Aston Villa win this season and your channel will blow up and Top Gunners are no excuse then? There is no escaping. There is no escaping if anybody but City at this point, but City and Arsenal win the league. There is no escaping this. You know what I mean? Last season shouldn't have been an escape. This manager shouldn't have been here anyway. He shouldn't have been here. But those who are riding the Teta carousel, you know, let me find it. Those who are on the Teta carousel, yeah, were just too busy blaming injuries. And if he gets what he needs now, he will win the league. All right. So we're 4 points clear right now, okay? So we should see it out then. We've got how many games left now? You know what I mean? 15 games? See it out. Let's see it out. Let's see this out. Still can't forgive that mistake that Mendy did against United. He needs to be benched for a while as punishment. He needs that number 6 position teethed off him. You know what I mean? Norgard should be our main number 6. He should get a nice run of games, really. Yeah. He should start the next 5 games at least in the Premier League. Yeah. We should be able to bench Rice for the next 5 games, bring him on in games, right? Just so that we're not overloading him, because this team should be good enough. Yeah. But we're going with the same thing all the time, running certain players into the ground. Skelly would be a shout in midfield. The Doctor's no troll. He's a regular presence on many streams. Ah, right. I don't think I've seen his name before. I didn't know if it was like he's just subbed. Well, big up to the Doctor. Hold on. YGM also from Yorkshire too. Another Yorkshire gonna hear. Oh, no, you know, it's a small world, isn't it? We won multiple challenges. Ah, right. This game looks this game I'm watching more entertaining than Arsenal. And I only just randomly put it on. Can't see us winning, but at Elland Road will definitely be up for a game. So who knows? Let's hope you win the league. You know what? Yeah, I've got a load of Leeds United fans at work, and one of them said today that he hopes Arsenal finishes second because of the fans. So everybody hates us. At least you want us to win the league. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past you guys winning. But I do think it'll be a draw. I think you guys will be winning in the game. I can't see you scoring first. I can see it being a case of you might go to sleep a little bit early on, but then you'll get your chance. You know what I mean? And you lot from corners, you lot are second behind us on most corners scored. Most goals from corners scored. You are second behind us. So the likeliness of a corner being scored in this game by either side is pretty high when you think about it. Remember, it was supposed to still be Rice and Partey midfields when they've been eased in. Yeah. I was hopeful that Zubimendi would be the Partey replacement. I'm going to put my neck on the line right now, and I'm going to say the closest thing we have to a replacement of Partey is Norgard. Yeah, Norgard's the closest thing. I know some of you might be thinking,
What? Hey, you ain't going too goddamn far now.
calling it. From what I've seen of Norgard, he does his job as a number 6. Doesn't get too fancy. Gets the ball, passes it to somebody better than him. Yeah. If I can find a pass, I'll make it. Yeah. When I need to help the centre backs out, I'm there. Yeah. I don't see Norgard folding. That's what Norgard's doing is what number 6 should be doing. Yeah, this manager. And let me get on to what this manager said. Yeah. Let me get on to what he said. Mikel Arteta apparently watched the United game back twice. Yeah. Apparently, this manager, Mikel Arteta, he watched the Man United game versus Arsenal versus Man United. He watched it back twice.
Stop the cap.
How many of you believe that he actually watched it back? How many of you believe this manager watched that game back twice? Yeah, Villa winning it. How many of you think that we watched it? He watched it back twice. I can tell you right now, if I don't see Norgard starting in a 6, if I don't see Zubimendi benched, if I don't see Eze starting the game, yeah, he's talking shit. That's how you know he's lying. There's no way. In fact, now let me find this. Nah. There's no way Jose Enrique, right? Did this manager watch that game back twice and then he's going to start Odegaard anyway, and he's going to start Zubimendi in the 6? There's no way. There's no way. Bollocks. It's impossible at this point. It's just not possible. Especially Zubimendi, starting him in the next game. Yeah. Remember when Mosquera made that mistake of putting the ball out for a corner against Newcastle and the score from it, and he got yanked off at half-time. Yeah. Give me that energy then. Give me that energy. Yeah. Because Zubimendi cost us. Yeah. We were winning 1-0 comfortable. Yeah. Looking like we might do to United what we did to Villa and Spurs. Yeah. Zubimendi being the scared little bitch that he ended up being, yeah, folded when facing his own goal. No way you watch that game twice and I'm going to see Zubimendi in the midfield. I'm going to see Odegaard in midfield. Nah. And I'm going to see Madueke starting. Nah, fam. But then again, Saka's barely any better, is it? You can't beat his man. Pause. You know what I mean? There's just no way. There's no way. No way. There's just no way. You didn't watch the game back twice. But the starting 11 will tell me that you watched the game twice. If I see Eze in midfield and Norgard starting in midfield against Leeds, yeah, and I don't see no Odegaard, no Zubimendi, I will be like, when I do my match reaction, I will turn around and say, Arteta did watch the game twice. He must have done them. Yeah. He watched the game twice. I could even say that I saw him do it.
I've seen him do it.
That's how far I'll go. But what I know is he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna chuck Zubimendi out and Odegaard for this game. He's not gonna put him on the bench. He's gonna put him out to play. Yeah, we should confirm his line. Absolute cap. Very sad what happened. Saka, his downfall is not his own fault. And this asshole manager relying on him. I know. Yeah. This is what he does. He did it to Jesus. He was doing it to Havertz. That's why Havertz was in and out. I mean, I don't as good as Havertz was in the Champions League, I don't want to see him starting games yet, just to manage his load. Yeah, but if he's going to start a game, I'd rather him start over Odegaard in midfield. And I can't believe I'm saying that, because I never wanted Kai Havertz in midfield to begin with. But then again, Kai Havertz is not going to be suited being in midfield in majority of the Premier League games. Let's be real. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to really be suited. Yeah, the guys, he's capping. We need to sell Saka to move forward. It's unfortunate, but I'd be open to it. It's unfortunate, but this manager ruined him. Yeah, people thought Arsenal fans were crazy last season when we said that I wouldn't play Saka for the rest of the season. Yeah, doesn't sound so crazy now, does it? All Arsenal fans were so loud before Man United game. There's no chance they can lose. They said once One guy said he would deactivate his YouTube channel if they lost. Not so loud now, are you? Well, I'm still here. I tipped us to beat you only, and it was mainly driven by the fact that one, I was trying to be positive. I was looking at it thinking you beat City and you're getting carried away. And I think that you getting carried away would allow you to open up. Because originally I was going to predict 2-2 for the United game. I wasn't even going to predict us to lose, even though it wouldn't have been a surprise. But I wasn't going to predict us to lose, but originally I wasn't going to predict us to win. But then I thought, no, let me just go with 2-1. But yeah, there was Arsenal fans out there that would have been giving it large, saying, "Oh yeah, you know, that's what we do. That's just what this fan base does." You know what I mean? We'll gas things. You know what I mean? We could smoke Leeds tomorrow. We'll get gassed. If we beat Leeds 4-0 tomorrow, we'll get gassed. I know what this fan base is like. And Buemo. But I know how it's going to end for you, man, anyway. You know what I mean? We saw this under Ole, didn't we? You know what I mean? But maybe Carrick's the guy. Maybe he's actually the guy. Who knows? Might have moved to United for Real in that second half. If it weren't for that mistake. That's what I mean. Zubimendi can get fucked. You need to chill and stop saying with chest until you win something. I will pack down. What do I say with chest, though? Because I don't predict that we'll win trophies. The last time I predicted we'd win something was last season. The start of last season, I said I think we'll win the FA Cup for last season, and we got beat by you, man. You know what I mean? The only thing I say is if we keep certain forms up, we could win whatever. Otherwise, I never predict us to win anything. I mean, if we get to a cup final, I would back us to win it because it's a one-off game. If we get there, but I don't believe we'll get there. I don't believe we'll get to the EFL Cup final. I don't believe we'll get to the Champions League final. I don't believe we'll get to the FA Cup final. I don't believe we'll get there. You know what I mean? The Arsenal fans you're talking about the AFTV type of Arsenal fans, because the AFTV has helped football fans in general form this alliance with their rivals to hate Arsenal. AFTV helped that. You kidding, lol? How much your bench worth? Off the top of my head, I don't know how much worth, but I don't know which part you think I'm kidding about. It's not looking like Saka going to get better manager. Going to get better manager ruined him. Yeah, he did. More than our squad full. What? So so because our bench is worth more than your squad. What does that mean? Does that mean we're going to beat you? Is that what you're saying? Igal, calm down. Yeah. Remember that. Remember the whole calm down by a man like Igal.
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? It's fine to say you're going to win. It was you lot getting carried away. Yeah, we've got plenty of fans in our fan base that get too carried away with 2-2 bit of something. But your fan base is literally no better. You know what I mean? Next season, if you lot finish this season strong, next season you lot are going to say, oh, we're going to win the league. That's what you lot are going to say. Because you lot think that Michael Carrick's going to get the money that you guys need, and that he's going to get the exact players that you need. And then all that talk about Radcliffe, Ineos, rat piss all over the floor, rats running around the stadium, all that gets forgotten. All that gets put on the back burner until Carrick fails, if he does. Then you lot will get your Norwich scars out talking about, oh, we need changes, mate. I know how it works. I mean, you lot are too predictable. And even if you win a trophy or two, that's not good enough. Look at Eric Ten Hag. Why do if we don't win the league, I want Villa to do it as a wake up the board? It won't. That won't do anything. We thought Spurs winning Europa League last season would have been like, oh, well, you know, it has to. They still kept Arteta. You know what I mean? They still kept him. But anyhow, we don't win the league, even if City win it. Anyhow, we don't win the league. I want to see this board take it into their own hands and say, no, we can't keep you, Arteta. You know what I mean? The theme is failure. You are synonymous with failure. That's what needs to happen. You know what I mean? The board will need calling out hardcore if we don't win anything this season and this manager's still here. You turn up in big games. Well, you still got the lesser teams to play. I mean, Fulham's the next game, innit? You still got to play them. I don't ever want to see pillow foot on the pitch again. Play Jesus in the 10. We know 29 ain't doing shit for us. Not getting hype over playing Barat FC. I mean, the thing is, we saw better from Gyökeres the other night because he had someone in Kai Havertz feeding him. Yeah, Saka doesn't feed him. Yeah, we need that. Jesus is woeful anyway. You know what I mean? I called out Jesus before he even came here. I said he won't be enough for what we want to do. You know what I mean? So I don't mind seeing Gyökeres starting. Because we can't put everything into a player that's done 2 ACLs, both knees, done ACL, both knees, and you know what I mean? Because as soon as this man just starts trying to rely on a player that is fucked up already, you know what I mean? Look at last season. Did his ACL again. You know what I mean? Did his ACL again. Oh, it was trash. Oh, you didn't think that at the beginning, though, did you? When he beat us in the FA Cup and shit. You know what I mean? You are in a few seasons' time, you're gonna see this same message, but instead of it saying Ollie, it's gonna say Carrick. Not you, pipe down. You seem quite reasonable. It's your fan base. Big up to Kurt. I haven't seen you in here for a while. But yeah, the league is between you guys and Aston Villa. You know, for all we know, it could be Man United. Man United might win the league. For all we know, Carrick might have him on a run, a consistent run, because Man City haven't been the most consistent. We're losing our consistency. You know what I mean? Villa, if you want for Europa League, you know what I mean? I would look at Villa a little bit more seriously, but the Europa League, trying to win the league title and then you're in the Europa League at the same time, I mean, yeah. It's a bit, it can be a bit sticky. The bench is worth winning the major trophy. And it should be doing it. Yeah, AFTV, they were gassing before the game. Ty, yeah. Ty's the worst. Ty is the worst. That's why a lot of people hate us. I've been around lately because of my job, spending time with my fiance and kids. Big up to you anyways, Kurt. Big up to yous. Big up to Underguna. Odegaard's not good enough to lead this team. Rice captain, play as A10. And the thing is, Arsenal fans all over the place are all saying the same thing. Odegaard ain't good. Rice should be captain, play as a. What's this manager doing? The opposite. This manager needs to start listening to the fans. Yeah, because when the fans can see something, and fans are watching on TV, they're watching in the stadium. You know what I mean? I don't know if Arteta just being there, is clouding his judgment. You know what I mean? Odegaard being captain he's the worst captain I've ever seen. Literally, he's the worst captain I've ever seen. He shouldn't be the captain. The thing is, I don't really care if it's Gabriel or if it's Rice that's captain. I just don't want it to be Odegaard. He's not captain material. It should be Rice more than anything, but because he's captain material. But end of the day, I just want our players to be consistent and playing well, regardless of who's captain. But when you need your captain to turn up and whatever, your captain's getting hooked off, man. In Odegaard, it's like, nah, man. I mean, we've been trashed for ages. Even though in City won lots of trophies over the years, I don't get carried away. Yeah, owners are the worst. Are your owners the worst, though? You know what I mean? Well, yeah, your owners are pretty bad, but it's when you look at the last few years, you lot have won more than us. You know what I mean? What you lot did under Ten Hag. That's what we should have been doing on our way up to try and win the league. You know what I mean? And this is what these toxic positive Arsenal fans don't understand. Why were we winning EFL Cup and FA Cups in the meantime while trying to win the league? Why didn't we pick up a Europa League? Why aren't we winning cup competitions while we're trying to win the league? You know what I mean? When Liverpool finished second to Man City, 2019, 2022, they won trophies that season. They didn't win nothing and finish second. You know what I mean? They won the Champions League in 2019. And then in 2022, they won the EFL Cup and FA Cup double. Why can't we do that? Your facial voice and impression of Top Gun is always funny. I mean, they're just these men are something else. These men are something else. How can you keep defending all this, talking about context and everything like that every time it comes to what if Arteta fails? And you're talking about context. It's stupid. It's dumb. Honestly, this is why I question. Are these fans real? Because these men, I don't see these men as Arsenal fans. I see them as Arteta fans. And in all fairness, I need to keep reminding myself. Well, they should have scored that. This is what I need to keep reminding myself. They're not Arsenal fans. They're Arteta fans. They're Arteta first before the club. You know what I mean? I will be here after Arteta because we were here before him. I'm still not confident about this season. Well, you ain't even conceded a goal since you got Mark Gay in. You know what I mean? It's like this is just creative work, man. You might win the AFL Cup. You'll be the favourites. Somehow they'll put us as favourites, probably. You know what I mean? Chelsea also turn up in big games, but they are still struggling. That's what I mean. The thing is, these Arteta fans that just, still dropping the trousers for this manager, riding the carousel, yeah? When you look at teams around us, when I say around us, I mean like, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs. Apart from Man City, every one of those clubs have changed managers since this manager's been here and have all won a trophy at least. Yeah. Man City obviously had Pep and Arteta came in while Pep was there, so I'm not counting that. But since Arteta came in as manager, Chelsea have changed managers and won trophies. Spurs have changed managers and won a trophy. You know what I mean? Who else? Man United changed managers and won trophies. Liverpool changed manager and won trophies. Or won a trophy. You know what I mean? Like literally everything we're complaining about as to why we want this manager gone and how we can be, why it would take us forward, possibly. Well, it will, fairness. Is literally because we see teams around us change manager and win trophies. You know what I mean? Let's just say we don't win a trophy this season. Pep leaves, yeah? Regardless of if he wins the league or not, yeah? Guarantee you, Man City will win a trophy before Arteta gets his hand on a trophy with a different manager. Guarantee it. Yeah? Guarantee whoever's the next Man City manager will win a trophy before Arteta does. Guarantee it. What happens if Arteta doesn't win trophies? 7 years, 1 FA Cup, billion spent, not good enough. Arteta spent more than every Arsenal manager in history. I can't believe you've got these old fans, yeah, who have been around. They've seen George Graham and everything and prior. They've seen it all, yeah. That was horrible, that. They've seen it all. And yet they're riding the Arteta carousel, yeah. We need to be positive, man. Arteta win the league, man. And well, how? What? Based on what? Arteta win the league based on what? What you're hoping? You know what I mean? This liar of a manager talking about, he watched the United game back twice, and you not believe that. And look how much he's lied to us already as it is. You know what I mean? Carrick out by 2027, more like. But it probably will be sooner because Amarin was a lot sooner, wasn't it? But I'm being nice, yeah. I'm being nice because I think I think Carrick, he'll maintain better football than. Ooh, what a save! He'll maintain better football than Amarin. But I just think that United will kind of be like how they were with Ole. They play the good football, but they don't get the trophies for it. And then they'll look back and be like, Ten Hag won us trophies. And it's like, yeah, you sacked a manager that won them. Now you've got what you wanted now. You've got the better football and finishing high in the table. Yeah? If the trophies aren't there, you lot should be happy with that now. You know what I mean? Because when the trophies were there, you were crying because you finished 8th. Bundesliga football right now is entertaining me more than the Premier League. I'm going to start watching other leagues, I mean, I'm going to start watching it. Jokeris, man, I don't even know what's going on with him. I bigged him up last season, but I guess it's a different league here in England. Different league and the system. But I can't keep saying that it's a system because what's his name for Brentford? That Thiago. He's killing it. He's got like 16 goals this season. You know what I mean? So there's no excuse for Jokeris, really. You're going to bottle the league. I know we are. That's what we do. That's what I expect us to do. We are going to bottle it. You know what I mean? This manager's not it. And I said, those of you who've seen me say at the start of the season,
I've seen him do it.
I said, the team, I'm not worried about. This team's good enough. It's the manager. It's the manager. That's what concerns me. The manager. The manager is my concern. How he's going to use these players, etc., etc. The manager. We are consistently inconsistent. Yeah, it's been like that for a while. You know what I mean? Been like that for a while. No chance we will win the league. Not a chance in hell. You know what? Let's just say if we don't beat Leeds and wait, hold on a minute. I don't know how far behind you are in the table. Is it at 8? Are we at 8 points ahead of you, man, or something? Let me have a look. Because you ain't a million miles away from us. Man United, 38 points. Oh, yeah, it's quite far, actually. 22 points. Yeah, he's quite far, to be fair. Even us being consistently inconsistent, I can't see us bottling 22 points for Man United to come in out of nowhere. I thought it was closer than that for some reason. But I was going to say if it was closer, I'd probably tip you man ahead of us. We got Tottenham and Liverpool away back-to-back league games. Come on now, Kurt. You know Spurs are going to be like, come on, mate. Give it a good one. Spurs don't want to win that game. All Spurs want is us to finish second. Spurs do not want us to get anywhere near the league. And you know, I even saw that racist ass Abby Summers, I'll call her, on DR Sports, talking about we don't need to turn up for this game, mate. We'll just do it next week now. You know what I mean? She's begging Spurs not to turn up. Yeah, just relax. After next week, then go ahead. Let's see where they are in the table. Spurs are 14th. They're on 28 points. If Crystal Palace beat whoever they beat, Spurs drop to 15th. If Leeds United beat Arsenal, Spurs drop again. If Forest beat whoever they've got, they go level on points for Spurs. Yeah? Spurs could be as low as 16th if Leeds and Palace win their games. You know what I mean? Spurs have not won in the last 5 games, drawing 3, losing 2. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on Derby County? I don't have any thoughts on them. I don't keep up with them. I've got no thoughts of Derby County at all. When I definitely prioritise in Europa League first. Maybe. Pep will rotate against Newcastle on Wednesday. Well, you got a 2-0 cushion. You're at home. Newcastle have been horrible this season anyway. So that's you lot through to the final. Yeah. But yeah. Us with Chelsea on Tuesday, sorry. I don't think we're winning that game. I think we're getting kicked out. I think we're going to lose 2-0 at the Emirates. I'm going 2-0 because it's a cup game. Things changed out there. I don't think they'll beat us 2-0 in the league, but in the cup, I just think that that brace that Garnacho got when he came on at Stamford Bridge, that has paved the way for Chelsea. You know what I mean? We're conceding goals left, right, and centre. I like Turkish. He's a decent Arsenal fan. Yeah, Turkish is sound, man. Don't often see a coach hooking off captain. Yeah, exactly. You don't see it. You know what I mean? You don't see in world football. Who else subs off the captain? You won't see Vieira getting subbed off. You won't see Henry getting subbed off like that. You know what I mean? You weren't seeing this. You know what I mean? Oh, that was awful against Liverpool United, and I don't want to see him play. If he plays at the Etihad in midfield, whoa, fam. If Arteta takes Odegaard to the Etihad in the back end of April, bam, kiss goodbye to any chance of the league. Definitely. If he takes him, Odegaard, you mean he passes backwards all the time? Yeah, Odegaard. That should be his new name. So what if we won? It's rotten to the core. Still shook me a 70-year-old saying, no, that is just absolute shambles. That. Oh, he went for a shot there. You know what I mean? Man said he'd been going to see Arsenal since the late 50s, but you're Arteta in.
Not the cap.
Nah, you ain't Arteta. You can't coexist. It can't coexist. You can't be Arteta in and have watched football that long. It's watched Arsenal, supported Arsenal that long. You can't. You can't. You just can't. It's not possible. And man was talking. Man lived through the 60s when Arsenal won nothing. Yeah, we won nothing in the 60s. We won nothing in the 60s. Absolutely nothing since 53. Yeah. Since the league in 53, Arsenal won nothing till 1970. 1970 actually. It started with 1970. So we won that Intercity Flares Cup, which is a European trophy, and then the season after we won the double FA Cup and FA Cup and league title. And he lived through that. You know what I mean? And he said out of his own mouth
Seen him do it.
that those last few years under Wenger was the worst since the 60s. So he thinks that now it's better than the last few years of Wenger when we're winning FA Cups at least. Couldn't make this up. Couldn't make this up. Couldn't make it up. Just couldn't. What's up to you, man? I like what you say. Very reasonable Arsenal fan. Big up to Dario Gambino 82. Big up to you. As I said, everybody's welcome in here. Whether you're a United fan, Spurs fan, don't care. Yeah, everybody's welcome here. I might troll your team. I might rip into your team, but it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? Even worse, how can so-called fans that have been supporting Arsenal through the 70s and 80s back this nonsense? That's what I mean. How you've watched, you can actually legitimately say
I've seen him do it.
when it comes to what George Graham did in the late 80s and early 90s. You can actually say that, but you're Arteta in. Honestly, I can only understand fans who were born in 2010 being Arteta in, even though they would have at least seen an FA Cup. But I just can't believe that there should be an age restriction on being Arteta in. I'm telling you, there should be an age restriction. Yeah. There should be an age restriction. Someone should show ID. If they're Arteta in, someone should be asked to show ID. You know what I mean? How do you do that? How? And if you've got grey hair and you're Arteta in, nah. You know what I mean? Nah. Shambles. Still want Arteta. You know how far I am with this. Any one trophy Arteta wins, I still want him gone. Yeah? Any one trophy, don't matter what it is. If he could win the Champions League this season, I still want him out. Yeah? Because I said before, me wanting him gone is deeper than the trophies. Yeah? It's deeper than that. I've said this many times, but some people are new here, so I'll explain it again. Yeah? His man management. Yeah? His goofiness. His stubbornness. Yeah? If he wins doing all that, he'll get worse. He won the FA Cup. Look how he followed it up. We can't get near an FA Cup now since we won it. So if he what goal? That shouldn't have gone in. That shouldn't have gone in. Rolled into the bottom corner. Shouldn't have gone in that. But if let's just say Arteta wins the league title or the Champions League, doing this, he'll get worse because he'll then be like, "Whoa, I want Champions League, I want league title doing this, so I can do it. I can always do it now." Just me, it'll get worse. The only way us not being up to par as such after winning something, the only way that'll be worth it is if you won me the league and the Champions League this season. Yeah? That's the only way it would be worth it, that you might not follow it up. Yeah? Nah, the keeper should have saved that. Oh, it went through the play. Oh, it went through the defender's leg. Yeah, it was one of them. It was one of them. Went through the defender's leg. It clipped him as well. Oh dear. But yeah, it's he's also panicked by manager after sacking Unai. One thing about panic, he panicked in that United game. Yeah, when he chucked like four man on. You know what I mean? He made. When's the last time Arteta made all his subs like that? He brought Moreno on later. That he was panicking. He was prang. I'm surprised Arteta's been given so much time. Now imagine if Ruben Amorim was still there now at Man United and he was still given all that time. You see how Man United can't handle it. Yeah, this is what I mean. The fans can't handle what we've had to go through. Yeah, and we're stuck with this manager. We're stuck with him. We have to pull with this. But because he keeps finishing in the Champions League places, and it's second at that, he's been given the time to try and do something. Big up to Jesus is King. Big up to you. For me, not even the domestic cup double will be enough. I don't even think that'll happen. Only a Prem or Champions League title will keep Arteta in my good graces. I know he's gonna still be here regardless of what he wins. I know he'll still be here. So let's just say he wins the EFL Cup this season and that's it. Yeah. But then next season he wins either the Champions League, maybe the league, or maybe even the FA Cup, or some sort of double. Yeah. If he keeps following it up with trophies season after season, you know what I mean? That would then keep him in. Yeah. But again, I know he ain't gonna do it. Yeah. We're operating off hope right now. Yeah. We're hoping that we'll win the league. Yeah. 4 points clear at the moment. Let's hope we can extend it, win a semi-final, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I'm an Arsenal fan, of course. I wouldn't be any other fan having that behind me and wearing this shirt. Arteta said strange things too, like Bellerin is his son, and an Amazon documentary. Yeah, where he thought showing like, oh, don't even get me started with that. You know what I mean? I was this shambles. Arsenal in the beginning, at the end. The football in the Bundesliga is more entertaining, man. You know what I mean? It's more entertaining. Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping tabs on Bundesliga football and La Liga and League One and all them stuff, man. I'm gonna be keeping tabs on them because they're playing better football. I mean, they're playing better football. This is why the Champions League, the quality of the football in the Champions League is better. Hold on, let me see that. I think every club in Champions League, barring City, and us have a new manager since 40. Yeah, and they've all won a trophy, haven't they? But top gunners will say, "Oh no, we're not a sacking club, mate." Well, we should be. Well, it should be. Last year, League Cup finals, Arsenal got to the lost. Yeah, no, we've lost the most League Cup finals of all teams that have won it. We've lost 8. We've won it twice. We've been to 10 finals, lost 8 times. The most of any club that's won the EFL Cup. We've got a horrible record in this competition. We need to be stacking up these EFL Cup trophies, man. We've only got 2. That's not good enough. It's been 22 years since you've won the league. That's staggering. It's almost Liverpool territory. Yeah. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm 36 years old. Yeah. I don't think I will see Arsenal win the league or the Champions League in my lifetime again. For the rest of my life, however long I live, I don't think I'll watch Arsenal win the league again. I don't think I'll see us win the Champions League because the type of club that we are, we keep managers like this too long. Yeah. If Wenger had fucked off like he should have done, yeah, we could have had Klopp or Pep. That still angers me, that. Look what Klopp and Pep did for their clubs that they went to in England. Yeah. That could have been us. If Wenger just decided, let me fuck off, let me go. I can't take him any further. No, he overstayed. And fans were defending him. Say, oh, no, if we sack him, who are we going to get, mate? We could have had Klopp. Could have had Pep. You know what I mean? Pep goes to Man City, and then 2 seasons later, yeah, then Wenger decides to fuck off. I'm still bitter with Wenger about that. Overall, the way he had us getting fucked over in the Champions League last 16 every season since 2009. You know what I mean? Then he dips when we're in Europa League. Get us to the semi-final. You couldn't even get past Atletico Madrid. Yeah, couldn't even drop your nuts on the table and show, look, I'm going to do this for you. Being a huge Real Madrid fan since 2016 right now, I'm cooked. Please help me. Real Madrid performance killing me right now since they're going to face Benfica again. Did you jump on the Real Madrid hype when they were winning them Champions Leagues? And when they're winning them Champions Leagues, you know, you jumped in at the start of the three-peat of the Champions Leagues, You know what I mean? Real Madrid are bare cooks now. Y'all are at the same now. Y'all gonna have to wait probably. You might have to wait maybe a decade or something before you do something again now. You know what I mean? These Arsenal mutants. I hope is because Liverpool and City aren't as good we both used to be. Yeah, that's what the go off. The go off that well, they're not that good anymore, so that paves the way for us. And it doesn't work like that. The thing is, United fans and board do not have the patience to give a manager at least 3 years, and never mind 6 years. Hence why Carrick will be gone by 2029 or before. That's what I mean. If he consistently gets top 4 but don't win trophies, fans are going to start questioning him. That won't be good enough. Yeah. If he struggles to get top 4, he ain't going to last. His best bet is consistent Champions League football and winning trophies. Yeah, that's his best bet. Because if he is hit and miss with the Champions League but wins cups, that ain't good enough. Ten Hag, there's a such thing as Eric Ten Hag. You know what I mean? So he's gonna have to win the league or the Champions League at this point. You know what I mean? Because you know the winning the FA Cup ain't good enough. You know, Mourinho won the EFL Cup and Europa League in his first season. Got him to an FA Cup final the season after, and then they sacked him midway through 2018-19 season. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if you're not consistently, if basically what would keep Carrick in a job is if he's doing what Arteta's doing now, at least that. If he's doing what Arteta's doing now, that would keep him in a job at least. Because clearly, winning trophies and not doing that is, is it true Odegaard is a vegan? I don't know. I used to be vegan. I used to be vegan for 8 years until 2 years ago. Let me have a look. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Let's have a look. Based on available information of early 2026, there's no official confirmation or credible evidence that Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard is vegan. While some social media speculation in early 2025 suggested dietary changes, no reputable sources or player himself have confirmed fully vegan lifestyle. He might be plant-based. He might be more plant-based. But whatever it is, he needs binning anyway. Whether he's vegan, omnivore, carnivore, don't give a shit. He needs binning. Everything is temporary, but Arsenal not winning Champions League is permanent. Y'all better pray that we don't see it. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm telling you, everybody's getting it. You know what I mean? If we win the Champions League, I'm going to treat it as if we won 10 of them. Like we did at 10p or some shit. No, it's not a league issue. We operate, it's not scoring. It's a system manager issue. We didn't buy Glock for his silk ability. We got him to score goals and presence up front. Unfortunately, we're not using him that well. Tottenham are dropping their pants and spreading their ass cheeks on Sunday. They are. Be honest, what do you think? Which club are going to lift the Champions League this season? Liverpool. I think Liverpool are going to win it. I just got this feeling. I just hope that I don't see Chelsea or Tottenham lift it. You know what I mean? I just hope I don't see that. If we're not going to win it, I just don't want to see any of them two winning it. You know what I mean? No, I don't want to see none of that. But I think probably Liverpool win it. It's not 22 points, it's 12 points. Oh yeah. 12 points. 12 points, yeah. Ooh, almost scored there. Yeah, it's 12 points. So, that's a 4-game swing. Really. That's why Tottenham are the dumbest fans of all time, want their team to lose. I know. Yeah. Forest are playing Palace, though. Forest are playing Palace. I'm going to have a look at the table. Right. A draw will suit Tottenham in that case. So you think Chelsea will knock you guys out 4-3 and aggregate? Yeah, they'll beat us 2-0 on Tuesday. You know what I mean? That's what I can see happening. I fucking hope we beat them. I hope we deal with them. You know what I mean? Can't stand these, man. But just can't see it. This manager, I'm just too used to this manager just failing. You know what I mean? He'll make goofy decisions. You know what I mean? There's players that are going to play that game, and it's like, you know what I mean? You think he's going to bench Odegaard in that semi-final? He ain't benching Odegaard. You know what I mean? He should do. Odegaard shouldn't see another game again. What happened to AFTV? Used to like them when they criticise the team and club. Sponsors. You know what I mean? Brand deals. That's what happened. Zubimendi against Man United, what was he thinking? Don't want to see him anywhere near the team again. How come you're not confident? Because of the last few years and this manager. It's not. Can't they? I mean, I want to sit here and drop my nuts on the table and be like, we're doing this, we're doing that. Can't. I need to see us do something first. You know what I mean? Maybe if we were to get to the final of the EFL Cup and win it, if that happens, just maybe, that might be enough. That might do to us what Dubai did to us in 2024 when we went on that run when we came back. Just maybe. But, you know, I agree Chelsea will beat us the way they play now. Once we're second, third, and the fan base will be 60, 70, Arteta out. And out of every competition, we would have salvaged it by sacking him. Now we told him, well, if he can't get past Chelsea, he needs sacking ASAP. Go on in, bury it. Go on in. Go on in. Go on in. I'm telling you, I'm going to start watching Bundesliga. I'm telling you. 4-4-2, the block, Raya, Rice. Or Rice at right back. Saliba, Gabriel, Calfiri, Saka, Zubimendi, Eze, Martinelli, Havertz, Gyökeres, and Moreno. You know, I'd love to see a 4-4-2. And I wouldn't mind seeing a 4-4-2 that has Havertz and Gyökeres up front, Havertz on the right-hand side, Gyökeres on the left-hand side. I wouldn't mind seeing that. This manager is not creative like that. He ain't going to do that. He's going to play this boring, dead-ass 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. I'm sick. I'm just sick of those formations. I miss the 4-4-2 days. I mean, why can't we play 4-4-2 again? I mean, why can't we have two strikers up front? You know what I mean? My 4-4-2 would be Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Calfiri, and then on the right hand side, I mean, do you want to be choosing between Saka and Madueke? Do you want to be which leg do you want to be stabbed in, the left or the right? You know what I mean? But let's just go with Saka, household name, on the right midfield, and Martinelli on the left midfield, and then in the middle, it has to be Eze and Rice. So Rice can do the 6 role, Eze and Rice, and then Havertz and Gyökeres up front. You know what I mean? You got Havertz for the height and physicality. Obviously, Gyökeres can be physical as well. You know what I mean? Or if it's a 4-4-2 when you got 2 strikers but one's behind. So have Havertz behind Gyökeres. Or 4-4-1-1 with Havertz in a 10 or some shit like that. Or even Moreno in a 10. You know what I mean? I won't mind seeing, you know what I mean, changes like that. You know what I mean? Because there's some games that a 4-4-2 might work better. You know what I mean? A 3-5-2 might work or whatever. You know what I mean? 5-3-3-5, whatever. 3-2-2-3. Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, Calfiri, pivots, Rice and Mendy, 10s, Eze, Havertz, Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli. If only this manager got creative like that. There's certain games that you could chop and change around like that, you know. That's something you all forgot. Arsenal, the 3rd biggest club in England. And we're going to be falling behind as City keep picking up trophies. If City keep picking up trophies, you know what I mean? It's going to get peak. Best formations Arsenal have this season, if you peep it. Tottenham were good in the 60s, ironically. That stupid scene now, Arsenal fan. He also said that he didn't feel like celebrating. I know, yeah. Because it meant Wenger could stay. You know what I mean? You think even though I'd still be Arteta out, regardless of what we win, if we win just 1 trophy this season, there's no way. Hang on, let me find it. There's no way Jose Enrique, am I going to think to myself, oh, well, that means that Arteta's still going to be here. I'm going to be enjoying the fuck out of the trophy that we've just won. You know what I mean? I might still be Arteta. I might feel differently. You know what I mean? If I see it happen, but you know what I mean? But that old man talking about, you know what I mean? It means that Wenger's still be here. When's Arteta doing that for us? Yeah? With his own squad. You know what I mean? Big up to Danish Zaman. I don't know, I might have butchered that. I might have butchered your name. That's my bad. It's just it's just weird. It's just weird how you can be that old and have that line of thinking. Papa Smurf back in Arteta. One shocking thing about this Arsenal team is the lack of goals from your big players such as Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Trossard's on 5 goals. I think Martinelli's on 4 in the Premier League. Saka's on how is he? He hasn't scored much. He's got 2 or something. You know what I mean? I think own goals will score more goals than Saka. Arteta's too emotional. Go watch George Graham after he won the title at Anfield '89. Carbon collected. Then watch Wenger. Arsenal became invincible as far as calm. I mean, we know he ain't going to be calm if he gets us over the line, but you know, he's just a rookie manager. The reasons why a big club wouldn't want a rookie manager is literally us. Yeah, literally what you see happening with us is why big clubs don't want to hire a rookie manager, because they see they'll look. All I have to do is look at us and be like, oh no, we can't afford that. You know what I mean? Arteta should have gone Everton and try and build them up before coming here. That's what should have happened. Havertz waste the money. He was. I never wanted him. You know what I mean? I never wanted him. And I always said, if you're going to play him up front then. You know what I mean? But his performance that in the first half, the other night, was the best that I've seen of him in the number 8. Was the best I've seen of him. That's what Lee was saying. I'm watching the league this season. Football is so much better than the Premier League. This is why Lee was saying other leagues win more Champions Leagues. Yeah, I mean, what I'm seeing in this game, the Bundesliga, is fine entertaining. Back until the season ends, bro. Then make your decision. If he can't get past Chelsea in the cup, beat him immediately. I mean, I said that from way back. You win that. I mean, especially getting this far, double minimum incoming. So what, the EFL Cup and the league title? No, bro, I've been waiting since 2004. Exactly, I've been waiting too long. I'm out. Big up yourself. I'll tune in another time. Big up to you anyways. Big up to Dario Gambino, 82. The rumours could go to Real Madrid summer after below. Imagine him beating Arteta and Champions League to win it. If this manager fucks off at the end of the season, you know what I mean? Then we can look forward to 2027, 2026, 27. We can look forward to that. That classic own goal. I mean, when I go to Real Madrid, Hector Bellerin was a vegan. Oh yeah, he was. Says it all. There's no damn way you can get me away from my meat. Everything in moderation. Yeah, well, I think. What do you call it? I think Bellerin, when he had that bad injury, his ACL. Was he vegan then? I think he was vegan then. And in all fairness, not that I like to kind of like make excuses, but when I was vegan, I had an injury that I couldn't shake off. I just couldn't get rid of it. Couldn't shake it off. You know what I mean? And I was vegan for 8 years, and I had the injury for the majority of that time. And since not being vegan, I'm more physically fit. And when I say physically fit, I mean like I'm less injured. You know what I mean? I don't know what something was missing. I mean, I know people are going to say it's meat that was missing, but there was something missing. You know what I mean? Big up, bro. Big up to ATCFC 76 World Chump. When I've never joined Real Madrid, it's literally like Hotel California, about which Don Henley and company sang. Galatasaray, Juventus. Bro, you're wearing a shirt when we lost. I know. I got this not long before we played that game as well. I know this game does remind me. This shirt does remind me of that game. You know what I mean? It's one of them where it's like
emotional damage.
We lose the League Cup, then the players will start down in tools eventually. Oh, What team you pick for Bundesliga buying? I'm watching it on my Samsung TV. I think it's Wolfsburg game. But there was another game on earlier, and that was the football I'm seeing. It's like it's way more entertaining than the Premier League. I'm gonna start watching these leagues. 2000 football was not about tactics, just playing pure attacking football. Yeah, it's all changing now. You know what I mean? Leeds only lost in the last 10 was last minute against Newcastle. Yeah, we ain't beating Leeds. We ain't beating Leeds. I can't see it. I would have made my decision ages ago. Arteta out. Barbecue chicken, curry goat, spare ribs. Well, I've got a Chinese downstairs, so I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna go eat that. And then I've got another reaction. I've got a reaction that I need to do anyway. I need to record it and everything. I didn't expect to do a match preview this long, but I'm kind of changing my format these days. I want to do powerlifting related exercises these days, and I love lifting heavy. Never can do that if I'm vegan or vegetarian. You'd be able to do it, but I don't think that I don't think it'll work for everybody, because there was things that I got stronger at. There's many things I did while I was vegan that I wasn't doing when I wasn't, and that was a good goal from Mertesacker in 2010-11 season for the club we were playing for. That was a good goal. That, you know what I mean? Just placing it bottom bins. Never had a Trinidadian food, but it sounds good. Stew beef, stew chicken. Yeah, Trinidadian. I'm half Trinidadian, but I need to go over there. I want to eat the food from over there. I'm gonna go over there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go over there. Hashtag believe. It's hard to believe when you got Arteta as your manager. See you soon. Hope we win. I hope we do as well. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it here for this. I'm going with a 2-2 draw tomorrow. I won't be doing a watch along for it, but I'll be here for the match reaction. And yeah, hopefully I'm proven wrong and we win the game. Big up to all yous in the chat every time. And yeah, guys, like the stream, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if there's a hype button there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, these own goals are funny. Isn't that the guy that was at Leicester all them years? Or is it? What the hell was he doing? Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Meet me in the car park, bro. Meet me in the car park.
because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.